Welcome to Inside UNA Basketball. Here are your hosts, Coach Bobby Champagne and J.D. Byers.
Welcome to Inside UNA Basketball. I'm your host, J.D. Byers, alongside the head coach of the UNA Lions, Coach Bobby Champagne. We've got some highlights of UNA versus West Alabama, our oldest rivalry. We've played these guys over 100 times, Coach. They come to Flowers Hall and will renew an old rivalry in the Gulf South Conference.
It was a great game. West Alabama is always tough to play. We've had good fortune in Flowers Hall the last few years and getting on the win side, and it was no different this past Saturday.
We had a great crowd too. Right at 1,900 fans were there. There was right at 1,000 for the women's game. They get a victory as well. So now we're looking to go to 14-3. We're 13-3 coming into this one, but conference wins now are getting very crucial as UNA and UAH at the time are tied for the top. Yeah,
we're trying to keep pace with UAH right now, and we were fortunate enough to beat them at their place. And so when that matchup comes in Flowers Hall, we need to keep pace. And our crowd was great for Coaches versus Cancer Suits and Sneakers weekend. Students were there in full force. I really enjoyed the atmosphere there.
Highlights for the Lions and the Tigers in just a moment, but Coach, we trail at 3 at the half. We get to the free throw line a lot. But when it's all said and done, West Alabama has 3 guys in double-doubles, but we get the victory.
Yeah, we had a tough time guarding them. They did a very good job of getting to the basket, and we struggled a little bit. But in the second half, we were very aggressive as far as attacking the basket, and that's why we got the number of free throws that we got. We got the ball inside, and we also drove the ball to the basket.
Points in the paint, they were better than us inside. We started to hit those three-pointers, but getting to the lane, there were some crucial free throws down the stretch, and those free throws are big in games like this. We had Wes Long step up, Marquell Darrington, even Rashawn Claiborne executed at the free throw line.
Yeah, we definitely did. We've been leading the league in free throw shooting. We had one game where we weren't so good, but for the most part, we've been shooting our free throws very well.
The show just underway. Inside UNA Basketball, we'll take a break here. We've got the player of the game coming up in just a bit. We'll have first half highlights of UNA versus West Alabama coming up after this break. You stay with us.
Inside UNA Basketball is brought to you by Williams Cleaners and Ray Miller Buick GMC.
Right now at Ray Miller Buick GMC, 2012 Acadia 0% for 72 months. 2012 Yukon SLT 0% for 72 months or save $6,500. Get 0% for 60 months on select Sierra extended cabs. 2012 Buick LaCrosse 0% for 60 months or save $6,000. Need a low payment? Verano only $199 a month. See salesperson for details. 48 years of satisfied customers. Ray Miller Buick GMC, Cox Creek Parkway, Florence.
Daddy, can I get a puppy, please?
Okay, Sammy. It's bedtime.
Oh, 10 more minutes, please.
10 more.
Yes.
Please? Hey, Daddy. Will you buy some alcohol for my party tonight? We'll be right here at the house. You can even take the keys. Please?
Absolutely not.
Each time I turn around.
Never let me have anything.
Don't be a pushover.
Hate you.
Be a parent. Prevent. Don't provide alcohol to minors.
UNA 13-3 going into the game versus West Alabama, 6-2 in the Gulf South Conference, trying to get to 7 wins, 2 losses in the GSC. We're hosting West Alabama. Coach, we want to get them at our place because we got to go on the road to take on Valdosta State, West Florida in a 2-game road swing. You got to make the most of them when you got these type of opponents at home.
Oh, you definitely do. You got to win all your home games in this league. And we slipped up once against Shorter. We managed to win 3 games on the road during the first half of conference play. So this being our last home game before the second half of conference play, we definitely wanted to get this win, knowing that we had a tough road trip coming up.
Coach, Bruce Adams in this one leads us in scoring, 21 points. 14 points, though, for DeAndre Hersey. 10 of that from the free throw line. He didn't miss from the stripe all day. We talked about how crucial those free throws were, but DeAndre Hersey also a big presence on the board. He pulled 10 rebounds, had the double-double.
Yeah, DeAndre's really been playing well the last 3 or 4 games, being a lot more consistent, doing a great job of attacking the basket and going and get some rebounds for us. He's also been staying out of foul trouble, so that's been a big factor for us. We've been able to keep him in the game, but our post play has to continue to improve as competition gets tougher and tougher in this Gulf South Conference.
DeAndre Hersey didn't even pick up his first personal until late in the first half, and he was going against a big 6'10 senior in Jack Hill for West Alabama. He had his plate full.
Yeah, West Alabama's big guys. They're very athletic. They go to the offensive glass. We had to do a very good job. They averaged 17 or 18 offensive rebounds a game. I believe they got their average, but tough assignment keeping those guys off the glass.
Well, we'll have the first half highlights right now. It's UNA versus West Alabama.
The lead official will put the ball in the air. It's going to be controlled by the Lions. We work towards the bucket to our right to start. Bruce Adams does start this one. Sat out and came off the bench against West Georgia. Into the corner, Rashawn Claiborne had a double-double down there. Down low to Hersey. Turnaround jumper. His jumper's good. And DeAndre Hersey trying to make his move. Bester overshot it. There's the first rebound of the game. 2 points, and the first board goes to DeAndre Hersey. Rashawn Claiborne backs out. Bruce Adams looks to the top. Fadeaway baseline. Jumper, good. Rattled it home for 2. And the Lions are shooting 100% from the floor. They're up by 5. That's their biggest of the game. West Alabama leads 13-8. Yeti over to Rashawn. Up to West. Three-pointer contested. Off the rim. No good. Great defense by West Alabama. And there's a putback offensive glass. The Lions get the rebound and the finish by Rashawn Claiborne. From the baseline to our right, Darrington sends it in. Claiborne wide open, 3. Rimmed out. Good offensive rebound, DeAndre Hersey. Boxed out on Hill to perfection. We've played 8 minutes. Lions trail by 9. Crossover dribble, Marquell from the wing. Guarded out there by Aaron Cobb. Bruce Adams for 3. Good! And with a fist bump, Bruce Adams gets us our first tray of the game. We're 1 of 7 from downtown, and that cuts it to 6.
Talk about using the shot clock. Wow.
Keenan up to Marquell, out to Bruce. 3-pointer's good! Bruce Adams, a 3-pointer at the top of the key. That cuts it to 5. Hersey was nowhere to be found back on that end. Nathan Spear was all we had in the paint. Here's Marquell. Underhanded pass goes to DeAndre. He collects it, takes it off the window. Too much. Tip in, Claiborne. Rashawn attacks the rim for the tip in to cut it to 6. And they lead by 6. Samuels from the wing, lofts it into the post. Drop step, pivot right, ducking under. Hill takes it to the hole. Yeti overplayed the spin move. Down to Corey. Corey takes it to the hole. Up and under! Off the glass. Great move to the bucket around the defense of West Alabama. They've got Bester, Samuels, Underwood, Cobb, and Hill underneath. The 6'10 senior out of Texas. Hill averages 12 a game. He's already got 13. And 6 rebounds. Keenan will back out. Got a screen from Vichetzi. Keenan over to West. Wide open 3. Got it! West Long, 1 of 2 from downtown. First points of the game coming off the left wing. Underwood, double clutch, goes up and got it. And we avoid committing the foul, but we go down by 8. Pritchard, top of the key, crossover to DeAndre. From the free throw line, kicks it out. Here's Pritchard for 3, and it's good. Tyler Pritchard, the young man out of Iuka, Mississippi, makes his presence known to cut it to 4. Here's Bruce. Made them both. That cuts it to 3, and we'd love to get into the locker room just like that if possible. An inbound steal would be great.
Crucial buckets by Bruce Adams.
Steven Samuels going to try to slow him up. Behind the back on the dribble. There's a 3 at the buzzer. Oh, almost banked it in. Just pops out of the rim. And we go to the locker room down 3, 37-34 at the half.
When you support Lil Steve's convenience stores, you're supporting small American family-owned businesses. They, in turn, support our high schools, our community, and the University of North Alabama. When you buy snacks, drinks, and other items from Lil Steve's, you're saying, we believe in America. 7 locations in Florence. Pine Street, Florence Boulevard, at the corner of Helton Drive and Cox Creek Parkway and Chisholm Road. Cloverdale Road, Petersville. Woodward Avenue, Muscle Shoals. And Highway 72 in Killen. Lil Steve's. Believe in America.
Football and food go together. Montague's menu offers a variety of game day edibles like the cheesesteak, specialty burgers, the specialty Reuben, and even Polish dogs. For the health conscious, there's a salad menu too. Montague's, corner of Pine and Chisholm in Florence.
Frostbite Frozen Treats, just blocks from the stadium, offers a unique experience. Next to Montague's, at the corner of Pine and Chisholm, it's customizable frozen yogurt. When the cup is full, the toppings are close by, and then it's just a matter of weighing and paying. Frostbite, next to Montague's, and on Facebook.
Right now at Ray Miller Buick GMC 2012 Acadia 0% for 72 months. 2012 Yukon SLT 0% for 72 months or save $6,500. Get 0% for 60 months on select Sierra extended cabs. 2012 Buick LaCrosse 0% for 60 months or save $6,000. Need a low payment? Verano only $199 a month. See salesperson for details. 48 years of satisfied customers. Ray Miller Buick GMC, Cox Creek Parkway, Florence.
Daddy, can I get a puppy, please?
Okay, Sammy. It's bedtime.
Oh, 10 more minutes, please.
10 more.
Please? Hey, Daddy. Will you buy some alcohol for my party tonight? We'll be right here at the house. You can even take the keys. Please?
Absolutely not.
Each time I turn around.
Never let me have anything.
Don't be a pushover.
Hate you.
Be a parent. Prevent. Don't provide alcohol to minors.
Back on Inside UNA Basketball, J.D. Byers with the head coach, Bobby Champagne. So at the half, Coach, we're trailing here by 3 to West Alabama in a very heated game here. We've been up and down the floor. Jack Hill, their 6'10 center, had a good first 20 minutes. We seem to have an answer, though, for their all-everything, the second-year point guard, Steven Samuels.
Yeah, Samuels, tough assignment. He's long, he's tall, he can get to the basket. He shoots it good enough from the three-point line where you got to respect him. And West Alabama really did what they wanted to in that half, and we were a little out of sync, missing some shots. We hadn't been shooting the ball very well, and a lot of that has to do with execution. So try and shore that up at halftime and come out of the second half and do a much better job of executing.
Started to really execute the catch and shoot as we open up the second half. We get 3 3-point plays pretty quick. Wes Long, you got Nathan Spear will take the lead early in the second half, and then we get an and one opportunity.
Yeah, and the guys have been fighting through adversity all season long, and this was no different. We've had different guys on different occasions step up and play better and answer the call. But, Rashawn not shooting it very well. Nathan Spear comes off the bench and makes a couple shots. Wes Long has been that guy all season. Our bench points were huge. I think we outscored them 22-2 in this game. So our bench has been a key factor for us.
The bench and another common thread in success, when we turn it over less and we were below our average against West Alabama, we forced a lot of turnovers, got points off their miscues, and we only coughed it up, 10 times?
Yeah, we definitely took care of the basketball. We didn't do that against UAH and still were able to come out with a win. The West Georgia game was another game where we turned it over a lot and came out with a win. We shored that up against West Alabama. That was a big factor because they were taking advantage of every offensive opportunity.
The Lions would trail the West Alabama Tigers 37-34 at the halftime mark. Here are the second half highlights in UNA's win over the University of West Alabama.
Samuels with 9. Steven Samuels averages 16 a game. And there's a turnover. Bruce Adams stepping in front, down low in front of Bester. Keena Jackson into the front court, right wing Claiborne. Here's KJ about 4 feet outside the arc, got a screen. Stops at the free throw line. DeAndre will try the dribble drive, drop step move, his fadeaway 9-footer. Good. What touch.
It's frustrating when Wes Long is guarding, he all that bumping and pushing. It can get to your head, and I think that's what happened to Belgium.
2 Lions in double digits. Bruce with 13. DeAndre on the bench with 10. He's got 6 rebounds. Markwell kicks it out, no look to Nathan. 3 is good! And the Lions back up by a point. They'll bring it in down near the corner. Wes again in the face. They loft it in, and Nathan Spear almost knocks it away. Samuels, and there is a steal. Nathan picking the pocket of the senior. Here comes UNA. Wes Long, 3-pointer's good. A turnover turned into points, and we'll cash it in on a trade. Sandy Underwood's a point from a double-double. He's got 9 points, 10 rebounds, but 3 fouls. Markwell through a screen. Takes it to the hole, puts it in. High off the glass with the left hand. He's right-handed and puts it in.
I like it, though.
Samuels with 12 points, 9 rebounds. Markwell Darrington will bring it up. Markwell only 4 points today. 1 of those, or 2 of it from a field goal. Markwell for 3. Great look at it. Missed in the putback finish. One-handed in midair. Bruce Adams using the backboard. Going back up by a point is UNA 53-52. So Spear will join Wes Long, DeAndre, Markwell Darrington, Bruce Adams. UNA trails by a point, 6:40 to go. Nathan through a screen. Puts up a lofted shot. It's blocked, kicks it out. DeAndre to West, wide open, 3-pointer. It's money. and they'll back it out with 5. Down low, Hill makes his move to the bucket, puts up a sideways shot, rimmed out, no good. Yeti on the rebound, his second board of the game. UNA gets a stop, leading by 3. Here's a baseline drive. Bruce Adams and 1. Cutting on the baseline, takes the pass. Keenan, great presence on the dish to number 23. And the Lions get the bucket and the free throw coming. Far wing, Underwood, jump stop, goes high, misses. Long rebound control by Samuels. Bounce pass, Hill rejected a block, but they finish off the left wing and bring it in. Sandy Underwood gets 2 more. Here's Claiborne, jump stop, tries to feed it down low. Getting it back is Bruce Adams. A great presence of mind to take it off the window for 2. And the Lions regain a 5-point advantage with 2:03 to play. Showing their appreciation. They'll let Samuels go in for a half-court shot. Oh, and he made it! Oh, my gosh. That'll make it look better on the record books. But UNA gets the win. And the Lions go to 14-3, 7-3 in the 7-2 in the GSC.
These days, there's still a need for genuine personal relationships, especially when it comes to your pharmacy. Sheffield, Leeton, and Russellville pharmacies are still locally owned and independent, the way you like it. From the time you walk through the front door, you just feel that family atmosphere. Plus, they provide fast, easy, and extra-friendly service every time. Rodney Logan and his staff have everything you need when you need it, and they also specialize in topical compounding medication, mixed on site. Sheffield, Leeton, and Russellville pharmacies. Great customer service at all 3 locations.
He is the most interesting man in the Shoals. He is an artist, a writer, a philosopher, a historian, musician, astronomer, wine connoisseur, environmentalist, Peace Prize recipient. When he speaks, people hang on each and every word, especially the verbs. His personality is so magnetic that he cannot carry credit cards. It is said that once he taught a German shepherd how to bark in Spanish and taught a horse to read his email. Someone recently asked him what he did for fun, and here is what he said.
I don't eat out every day, but when I do, I eat at City Hardware because to me, it's the most interesting restaurant in the Shoals.
Right now at Ray Miller Buick GMC 2012 Acadia 0% for 72 months. 2012 Yukon SLT 0% for 72 months or save $6,500. Get 0% for 60 months on select Sierra extended cabs. 2012 Buick LaCrosse 0% for 60 months or save $6,000. Need a low payment? Verano only $199 a month. See salesperson for details. 48 years of satisfied customers. Ray Miller Buick GMC, Cox Creek Parkway, Florence.
Welcome back to Inside UNA Basketball. Time for the Lions Lair segment. We get to meet one of the UNA players. Today it's a Croatian from Split, Croatia. It's Yeti Vucica. Glad to have you here, and I hope I got the name right. I've been trying to pronounce this better and better every time I do it. A freshman out of Croatia. Mm-hmm. Talk about how you got here to the University of North Alabama in the United States.
North Alabama specifically, I have somebody who helps me out, and he got in contact with Coach Morris. And Coach Morris came to see me play in my JUCO where I was a redshirt, liked me, bring me here for a visit, and that's about it.
Playing for the University of North Alabama, you're a guy that can play down in the post very strong. You can step out in the corner. You've shown some range. This versatility has to go back probably, you're from a basketball family. Talk about that, your brother and your father?
Yeah, they're both professionals. My father played a little longer than my brother did. My brother quit recently, got a kid, family, and all that, so I'm the only one now.
Well, it's exciting when you get into the game. You typically come off the bench, but providing some very quality minutes for the UNA basketball team. In the classroom, majoring in economics. That could change, but let's talk about what you want to do career-wise.
Could change possibly to international business. Because of all the languages I speak, I think I could put them to use with that major.
He's versatile on the floor. He's versatile with the languages, too, so it could spill over into a career. What languages does Yeti Vucetsi speak?
Croatian is my mother language. Then I learned English, French, and Dutch while I lived in Belgium, and Italian because we border Italy and we start learning Italian while we're in high school.
Wow. He's from Split, Croatia. We're talking with Yeti Vucetsi. Gosh, very special group of guys. I know you've gotten to know a lot of them. He may be now changing roommates as well. You're going to get to know Nathan Spear a little bit better, it appears.
Nathan from Australia now, and I've been roommates with Lazar now from Macedonia.
Wow, thanks for joining us on the program.
You're welcome.
Yeti Vucetsi, our player profile on this week's Lions Lair segment. Inside UNA Basketball is going to continue right after this. Stay with us.
When I go to see my bank, they know me by name.
I go to a place with banking the way it should be.
My bank has convenience and great service.
I love that it's a community bank.
My bank says yes to lending.
Our bank is CB&S Bank.
It's banking the way it should be.
Hey, Rick and Tony Valentino here, urging you to come to Flowers Hall this year and support Bobby Champagne and the UNA Lions basketball team in their quest for a Division II national championship. Catch all the action and the excitement. Hey, UNA basketball! That's what I'm talking about!
Whether it's purple and gold or any other color, Simpson's Body Shop now has 3 locations to help you get that damaged car repaired, painted, and back on the road. They're located at Cox Boulevard in Sheffield and Highway 72 in Killen and Broadway Street in Florence. Choose one and rest assured that you've chosen the right professionals for the job. 3 generations, 3 brothers, 3 locations since 1981. Simpson's is there for you 24 hours a day. For towing and repair, Simpson's gets it right the first time. The reputation of Simpson's Collision and Repair speaks for itself. Those Simpson boys say go Lions.
He is the most interesting man in the Shoals. He is an artist, a writer, a philosopher, a historian, musician, astronomer, wine connoisseur, environmentalist, Peace Prize recipient. When he speaks, people hang on each and every word, especially the verbs. His personality is so magnetic that he cannot carry credit cards. It is said that once he taught a German shepherd how to bark in Spanish and taught a horse to read his email. Someone recently asked him what he did for fun, and here is what he said.
I don't eat out every day, but when I do, I eat at City Hardware because to me, it's the most interesting restaurant in the Shoals.
Right now at Ray Miller Buick GMC 2012 Acadia 0% for 72 months. 2012 Yukon SLT 0% for 72 months or save $6,500. Get 0% for 60 months on select Sierra extended cabs. 2012 Buick LaCrosse 0% for 60 months or save $6,000. Need a low payment? Verano only $199 a month. See salesperson for details. 48 years of satisfied customers. Ray Miller Buick GMC, Cox Creek Parkway, Florence. When you support Little Steve's Convenience Stores, you're supporting small American family-owned businesses. They in turn support our high schools, our community, and the University of North Alabama. When you buy snacks, drinks, and other items from Little Steve's, you're saying we believe in America. 7 locations in Florence. Pine Street, Florence Boulevard at the corner of Helton Drive and Cox Creek Parkway and Chisholm Road. Cloverdale Road, Petersville. Woodward Avenue, Muscle Shoals. And Highway 72 in Killen. Little Steve's. Believe in America.
Football and food go together. Montague's menu offers a variety of game day edibles like the cheesesteak, specialty burgers, the specialty Reuben, and even Polish dogs. For the health conscious, there's a salad menu too. Montague's, corner of Pine and Chisholm in Florence.
Frostbite Frozen Treats, just blocks from the stadium, offers a unique experience. Next to Montague's, at the corner of Pine and Chisholm, it's customizable frozen yogurt. When the cup is full, the toppings are close by, and then it's just a matter of weighing and paying. Frostbite, next to Montague's and on Facebook.
Welcome back to Inside UNA Basketball. J.D. Byers, head coach Bobby Champagne with you, and I hope you enjoyed meeting Yeti Vucetsi, the guy out of Split, Croatia. I don't know how he got here, Coach. Maybe you can tell everybody, but the guy has come, made a big difference for us, put on some weight. He's a bigger presence inside, and he's on about a 3-game series here where he's really hit those rebounds.
Yeah, he's done a great job. Yeti came to us from Santa Fe Community College in Florida. He spent a year there redshirting and getting used to playing American basketball. He comes from a basketball family. His dad played with some of those great Yugoslavian teams and coaches. Yeti speaks 7 languages, and so he's been a great addition to the team. His rebounds have improved. He had 11 rebounds, I believe, against Shorter. Hit some big baskets against UAH, and in the overtime against West Georgia, hit five straight points. So he's been a nice addition to our team. Pleasant kid to coach, and enjoy having him around.
It's one thing for a guy to be called the energy player, because sometimes that just means come in, create a turnover here or there, or pep the guys up. But to get results out of him statistically, Yeti's that guy.
Yeah, he had his first start, I believe, West Georgia game. Probably was a little nervous in that, but as a freshman, he's really come on, and looking forward to him in this second half of the Gulf South Conference to really be a contributor for us.
So Yeti Vucetsi, this week's Lions Lair segment feature, brought to you by CB&S Bank. But now it's time for the Frostbite and Montague's player of the game. Frostbite, of course, next to Montague's frozen yogurt you made your way at the corner of Pine and Chisholm. Today we're saluting the guy with the double-double, Bruce Adams.
Yeah, Bruce has been playing well for us. Has led the league in free throw shooting for much of the league. Dropped off a little bit. He's missed a couple lately, but was really big for us against West Alabama, getting a double-double. He's a guy who can step out and shoot the 3. He can score it inside, so he presents a little bit of a mismatch for opponents.
Had 21 points in the win over the University of West Alabama, so the Lions will improve to 14-3. The big number here is 7-2 in the Gulf South Conference, and that race shaping up with UNA, UAH near the top. It's appropriate we're located 80 miles apart, but we have the win over them at least going forward.
Yeah, we've got the win over them going forward. We've got them coming home. We've got to take care of business this weekend with West Florida and Valdosta, and then next weekend we've got Christian Brothers and Delta State. So every game is big as we get into the second half of this conference.
Things get more exciting. The stakes get higher as more conference opponents come in, and the Lions are already with 14 wins. If you'd like to see UNA basketball, we urge you to ask about some group season ticket rates for the rest of the season by calling 765-LION. Tyler Unsicker, the UNA ticket manager, that's 765-LION. Special group rates, season single game tickets, even floor side court level seats are available, and those are really, really fun. There's some great basketball to be enjoyed.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the last 4 games. Senior night coming up. We've got some other halftime entertainment as well.
So that's going to do it for this episode of Inside UNA Basketball. The Lions win at 74-70 over West Alabama. For Coach Bobby Champagne, I'm J.D. Byers. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for watching Inside UNA Basketball. Please join us again next Sunday at 11:30.